horse crap.
All right. Hello, we are live.
Hi, live. I'm Chris. We're those taste bud guys.
It's so bizarre. I can't hear.
Yeah, no, I don't like this not hearing you.
Well, we'll have to figure that
I may
out.
definitely want to try to figure that one out.
Um,
All right, I'm still logging in, so you get to fill time.
what to say?
Join
what to say.
stream. There it is.
I'm not used to introducing the shows. It takes me a while. We are those taste bud guys.
Man, this thing is being incredibly. I think I should just logged in as taste bud guys instead of my Facebook because I think it's just going to.
I got nothing to say. I'm gonna bring Tyler in. Tyler, talk to me.
Hey, your camera audio looks much better once you hit the live.
Oh, good deal. Good deal.
I am hearing a really bad echo though. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I got a feeling that is. Yep, there we go.
There you go. How's it going tonight, gentlemen?
Good.
We're doing things a little bit differently. Am I in the studio or am I not in the studio?
Oh, I just noticed your background.
Yeah.
It's sad that it took me that long to recognize that.
I hadn't even looked at them yet. To be fair, it's very dark.
All right. Did you make it in? You did make it in.
I think I'm in. Yeah. So.
All right.
Let me first.
But what I'm not seeing is comments. The whole reason all right. If I minimize, I can see comments. Okay. No, maybe I can't because you got a lot of comments over there, and I have nothing. Which means this is going to be useless. I didn't need an extra camera. I needed something I could see comments on.
Well, log out and log back in as Facebook guy.
Yeah, I was going to say I think it's just I need to log out or log in.
Let's start. Let's start with what's in your glass, right? What are you drinking right now?
Yeah. So this is a Founders IPA.
Okay.
So Centennial IPA. 7.2%, 65 IBUs.
No, that's not what I wanted to do.
What's in Chris's bottle or glass?
That's what I'm getting ready to open if I can finally.
This is from Defiance Brewing out of Kansas. And do I have the same thing?
I think you also have this. Is some I brought back
Golden Road.
here a while back.
Huh.
I don't know if y'all can see this right here, but this is sour cherry whiskey from Hermann from Blackshire Distilling.
Sour cherry whiskey.
Yeah.
What proof is that? Is it a full whiskey like liquor? Or is it a liqueur,
it's 80 proof.
Yeah, that's whiskey. So is it sweet or?
It is.
Or
it's a touch of sweet, touch of sour, and a lot of whiskey.
Good deal. Do you want me to take over? Check that for a minute.
Now it won't let me change. Now I have to join as me. It won't let me join as taste buds.
Okay.
So I don't think this is going to work at the moment.
Okay, we'll just do YouTube and Facebook. Just check that. We'll be good. Because I'm out of things to say.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, whatever.
Just log on to
But I can't even tell if anybody's here though.
Well, Up the Gut is here. Good evening, Up the Gut. Thank you for joining us. Welcome.
Yeah, just log on to
I'm going to
Facebook.
I'm going to kill time because
Kill time.
these guys are having some issues, and
It's all live. Of course we're having issues.
you guys get to hear my luscious. First of all, Up the Gut here says, "Stop stealing comments. Share with Chris."
I do have all the comments over here right now.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
So you'll just have to float between them.
Yeah, I'm just going. I'm only on YouTube. Facebook is screwed. So.
Okay.
So you can see YouTube comments. Okay.
I can see YouTube comments.
Well, then I will give. I'll give you the YouTube comments, and I'll give Lyle the Facebook. How about that?
Whatever.
I like it. I could also just pop all the comments up on the screen. Anyway, whatever. Let's get going. We've been going 5 minutes, and we're just kind of.
My God, I need a drink. Hey guys. I'm sorry, we not even did that yet.
No.
Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining us.
We're full 5 minutes in.
Jesus.
Just trying to.
You know what was
But we were,
as always,
we were
we
15
had this
minutes late,
ready.
too.
Everything was fine. And then we started to get everything ready an hour ago, and nothing worked again.
It's like there's little gremlins, you know?
It's unbelievable. I mean, we had no cameras, we had no audio. Everything was just.
To be fair, the audio part, that was me. Turns out it works a lot better if you just plug the microphone in. You know, I don't know what kind of. Like,
I wasn't going to throw you under the bus. I
didn't-
was just like,
I don't know what kind of
Restream, piece of shit.
thick ether telekinetic stuff was happening between. I thought was going to happen between the computer and the, microphone cable. But if you plug them in together.
Well, we
it
just
works
recorded a
sometimes.
couple episodes and everything was great. And then we cleaned off the counters and got ready to do the live and
Yeah.
just did some stuff around the studio and come back and then suddenly it's just ridiculous.
It is what it is. I need some whiskey in my
Oh, good.
glass.
I've got the ketchup
Oh, good.
screen over
Cool.
here where we freeze and then all of a sudden I go,
Mhm.
that's ridiculous. Okay. Anyway, so much like normal, we don't have a ton of structure here. We do have some things we want to talk about a little bit tonight. We didn't get the what do you call it? Your graphics made up. You didn't get that done, did you? For all this shit over here.
No,
Okay.
all of it.
Yeah, it's always going to try to put a bunch of people's stuff on screen tonight if we had time, but
There's so much over there.
I know there's a bunch of stuff over there.
It's a ton of stuff. Yeah,
So one of the things, we got a couple of things on our agenda tonight. One, we're going to take you for a little tour in the front of the studio, which we'll give that a few minutes because we're not sure the link is up and ready, and we kind of pre-recorded it. And then the second thing we're for sure want to do is kind of give a shout out to a whole bunch of businesses donated to Tastebuds over the last several months. Thankfully, we've had a lot of people starting to kind of reach out and say, hey, we would really like for you to try our stuff. And even more thankful than that, most of it's been pretty good. So we thought we'd just give them some extra love. Besides the one episode, I was going to kind of put them all back up here again and talk about them a little bit individually. Encourage you guys to go reach out to them, say, I've seen you guys on Tastebuds. Tyler's probably going to tag him on this episode as well. I may be reaching out to him during the live, so we may even have some come on. We'll see. Don't know. And then, one of the last things we're maybe going to get done is we're going to talk a little bit about barrel aging and pseudo barrel aging stuff. So that's kind of our agenda for the night. I really don't like not having a monitor here because I keep wanting to go.
I know,
You got to
right?
flip. Can you not flip that little thing out?
Yeah, I can do that. I can walk around and do that.
Oh, because I keep wanting to look and make sure nothing's wrong, and it makes me feel crazy. So as always, I know Hochstown, they sponsor our regular episodes. That's so much better. Thank you, sir. They sponsor our regular episodes, but it's not like we have anybody else vying for the position of sponsoring our live stuff. And two, we legit like them and they're already on the counter. So as always, we're going to call these guys out anyways. They're going to come up a couple times tonight because they're one of the places that we're going to talk about that has given us stuff. So we might just start with them, I suppose. So Hochstown Distilling, as always, generally love them. Blue come down and spent 2 hours, two and a half hours with us the other day. Brought us these brand new bottles, including this fairly empty, well, not empty, but dented bottle of vodka that is actually pretty legit good because we don't normally like vodka, and this is maybe one of two that I do like. And then we put all the other bottles we had that was kind of partial empties on the back. What?
I don't know. I thought it changed streams there for a second.
Okay. So anyhow, so we have some new bottles from Hochstown, and those folks was tremendously nice. So that was the first time Lyle and I have got to sit down with Blue and really just like hang with them more than just like an email communication or a quick message or something. And them guys are so incredibly nice. And I mean, if you guys have a chance to go over and talk to him, I hope he's there when you guys go. If you get over there, you will love him. Those guys are just so cool. And we're heading over. I think we're going to do a live episode from there, and then maybe it sounds like go fishing. So
you probably can't see this comment because you can only see YouTube comments right now.
So
But, well, this is a Twitch We're live on Twitch for the first time ever.
Twitch. I don't know what any of that means.
So, just saying.
I was alive before Twitch and YouTube and Facebook.
I was gonna say, yeah,
the internet in general.
Big thing there.
Anyway, so we got several things to talk about. Some we're very excited for. So I guess we should just dive off into that. As we said, a lot of places have started to reach out this last year, and really it made us feel good. They're kind of like, some of them we reached out to, sometimes they reach out to us and say, hey, we'd like to put our bottle on there. Or would you be interested in checking ours out? And obviously we're always going to say yes. Occasionally we don't have room for stuff to be on the show exactly, such as one we just recently got and haven't worked in yet, but we're going to try to lead into it with the barrel aging stuff, which we'll talk about these guys here in a little bit. Artificer Woodworking. We've had some other stuff, and that's what I forgot to do, is take a picture of that dang. It's going to be awkward because all I have is this and a hat. And because they sent us a bottle opener, which is hanging on our wall at the front, and I did not stop and even take a good picture of it. So I may have to run up there in the middle of the stream and go take a picture and show you guys. I'll find a bottle to open with it. It's very cool stuff. So that's one of the things we want to talk about. And then I guess we'll jump back in here. We already talked about Hochstown a little bit. They've been front and center on our bar for a while. They've donated us the first 4 bottles, and they've actually took over a little sponsorship for us for our live episode, our regular episodes. And then they come by the other day with 4 new bottles, and including the vodka that we hadn't had yet. And it's been, it's good stuff. And then another one you guys seen for a long time up here. We're going to finally drop off. Oh, I guess I'm sorry. We were supposed to do a thing, wasn't we? I can't see that camera, so I don't know when I've got it on the.
There you go. Right there. Yeah, just scooter. Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
There we go. All right. So Woodhat from, so first of all, Hochstown's in Oklahoma, over near Broken Bow. Hochstown. Okay. Woodhat Distilling's in New Florence, Missouri. And stopped by there the other day. Gary was not there when we stopped in, which probably good because I'd still be up there talking to him. But I did get a chance to grab a bottle of their cask strength Rubenesque. So I actually do have a backup bottle, but I don't think it's going to make it up here. I think I'm keeping it at home. Woodhat Distilling out of Missouri has been one of our absolute favorite Missouri distilleries from its uniqueness and just the sheer amount of knowledge Gary can provide. I know we said it over and over and tried to encourage you guys to go check them guys out, and we still would like for you guys to go check them out. We're going to kill this bottle tonight. So Gary, if you're watching, this has been our unanimously favorite bottle between pretty much anybody that's come up here.
Yeah.
And
I'm not sure that there's ever, I think you got the most votes out of kind of everything, right?
Yeah, this is one of the few that everybody was just like, this is the one. And did I do good? Did I do good? I think I did all right.
I think you did.
Go ahead and take it. You're good. Take it. If I messed it up, it's my bad. I don't want it to be that close anyways. There's more to come, shockingly.
I'm afraid I won't get enough tonight.
Yeah. So Gary Woodhat, if you guys are watching, we still have a little bit left in other 3 bottles back there, I think. So
they are getting a little low, but they
are getting low. This was batch number 45, but this was the one that we just agreed unanimously over and over. We loved it so much.
Delicious.
My comments are not updating.
Not
or unless I'm not. No.
Let me. We should join as a guest. That's what you should do.
I thought I did. Did I not?
That's what. When you're trying to join as your own profile or whatever.
Yeah, it says Chris Horn. So
no. On Restream. I mean.
Oh no, it says error try again. I've got issues somewhere. So.
Here, let me see your laptop for a second. You know more about English stuff than I do.
English stuffs?
Yeah, like
I am more full of shits than he is. Okay. Anyway, so Woodhat was one that was a pretty major donor for us, and really it was back at the first of the year. I know we set up here for a long time. We'd kind of wanted to work something out with them more long term. Their stuff was just amazing. We absolutely love it. We still love it. Everybody I talked to Blue over at Hochstown. He also knew Gary, tried his stuff. He loved it. There's another distillery we're getting ready to come up to that I talked to over last week. Same deal, knew Gary, loved it. He's right there by him. Just fantastic people. So if you guys get a chance to hit Woodhat, that is one that we would love to have a drink with you on the show. And we want to hear your comments about that. So if you guys are... what in the world was that?
Infamous Son on Twitch wants to know. He says, "Have you lads ever been to an English pub? Got some great IPAs over here."
I've never been to England. However, I am planning on, if everything goes well, being in Scotland in September or October-ish at the end of this year, which I know is not England. I do know my geography a little better than that, but I assume Scotland has pubs. That part's surely got to be kind of the same, I hope. And that is one of the things I plan on doing. But I actually would genuinely love to go to an truly English pub. Now, that being said, we have an English pub in Springfield with a lot of beer on tap and a lot of good stuff and some pretty good food. I'd be curious how you'd feel about it if you're from England. But I do love that place. It is so good. It is so good. I don't know. They're from England originally, right?
Who? IPAs?
Yeah.
What? I'm sorry. I was busy.
IPA? Yeah. Okay. No, the owners of the pub at Springfield. What the heck?
Farmer's Gastropub?
Yeah, Gastropub.
Yeah, I at least used to be. Can't remember.
He used to be from England. Now he's not from England.
Well, like the new owners. There's new owners.
Oh, there's new owners. Yeah. I didn't know
the original guy sold. He still hangs around quite a bit, I think. But.
That makes your statement a lot more sense when you say it. Like, he used to be from England. Now he's not. Now he's from Springfield.
Not a lot makes sense with me, to be honest with you. But, it's all good. I'm trying to get you these comps. And I feel bad because I can see everything.
It's actually not that big of a deal. If you guys keep or Tyler keeps reading them, I'll just try not to look at it. I am really drawn by the color and the movement over there. I have great peripheral vision. And every single thing that happens over there, every time I move my hand like this,
you want to look.
I see it over there. It's waving at me, and I'm just like, so I keep looking over there, and I've caught myself on the last several streams, spending the whole stream talking like this. Yep. And I've been begging Lyle to put the computer out here in front of us so I can.
It's not the worst idea.
Yeah.
One of these days.
One of
these days. Who knows? We'll figure it out at some point.
Anyways,
I can't believe we just killed that. That's such a good.
I know
bottle.
We was both kind of like when we looked at that bottle. It was like, I guess it's tonight, and we felt really sad. We'll get some more of it. No ifs, ands, or buts. It's just so dang good. Look at how much you've left in that cap, though.
I'm really shocked. How wonderful.
Do it like I do when I drain out the salsa jars. Set it like that so I can get all the goodness.
You do salsa jars?
Yeah. Mexican Villa salsa jars.
Well, okay. All right.
They're really good.
All right. Fair enough.
All right.
Yeah, the whiskey coming out of Missouri is pretty decent lately.
I like it. Again, most of it is not Kentucky straight bourbon. And if that is what you like, if that's the flavor profile, I should clarify the statement a little bit since I'm so good at English. If Kentucky straight bourbon is your thing, and that is expressly what you're looking for, Missouri whiskeys typically are a smidge different, a little bolder, a little spicier, things of that nature. So that might not be something that you love, but if you like something new and something different, yeah, man, I'm big on the Missouri whiskeys. I'm big on the Texas whiskeys. That being said, since we open it up that way, I'm going to jump to.
Gosh, I know I'm all over the place. I'm just rigging up all sorts of things, so I'm just curious how this is going to work out.
Where the heck is it at?
What are you looking for? Which one?
The cave.
Oh, it's on the shelf back there.
Oh, okay.
Good. I'll grab it. You want to get it? You want to get it? Can we get it?
Yeah, well, it wasn't a donor bottle, so that's why
That's why it's
I assume
not
you can
up
still
here.
hear me.
Yes.
Yeah, we brought donor bottles up, so I wasn't really planning on talking about this one. Where in the world is it at, Lo?
Down
Okay,
there by
there
the
it is.
Ezra Brooks.
Okay, but since we're on that subject of Missouri whiskeys and stuff that doesn't and doesn't taste like bourbon, this was not a donor bottle. They did not. I purchased it while I was on location. But I will say, if you are in the mood for something that is very bourbon whiskey-like, hey, camera dude.
Oh,
Jeez.
no, that's not me. That's not me. It's usually me. I'm usually messing with the
Okay,
camera.
well, then it's not me. So whoever I'm talking to, it's either you or Tyler. It's not me.
Hey.
Jeez Louise.
I'm just glad it
Show's
wasn't me
going to
for
shit. We're
once.
barely into it. Anyhow, this is a Missouri whiskey. Barely. It's from around.
Sorry.
Quit looking at your pecker and watch the damn show. It's from St. Genevieve, Missouri. The Cave Winery and Distilling. It is probably one of the most like Kentucky straight bourbon style whiskeys in Missouri that I've had, I think. That's just very, very traditional, but it also is really good, oddly enough. I don't think we've done that on the show yet, have we, or did we?
I don't think so.
Okay. I know we both sampled it, but I
I'm
don't
doing
know if
all
we've
sorts of
actually done it.
audio rigging right now.
Yeah, I'm
You're
noticing. I'm
noticing and questioning whether this is a good decision. Because
No, I'm getting,
definitely not.
looping in my ears, so
Oh.
now I have a train in my ears.
All right, never mind.
Rump, rump.
I'll go back to what we're doing.
All right, which one should we go to next?
Um,
Oh, I know. Never mind. This is the one I want to talk about next because, all right, Tyler. Oh, good job, Tyler. So we've had these guys along. This was not a bottle that was donated recently. If you guys look back, this is probably 2 years old. We've got 2 or 3 of them, a gin and a rye and a bourbon. And but we wanted to call them out because these was one of the guys that donated very early on to us. This is Samuel Burton Distilling. And I forgot where they're out of specifically. Labadie.
yeah.
Labadie. Labadie?
Oh no,
Tyler?
Oh, what is it? It's a
How do you
Hochstown
say it?
situation. We said it every possible
Well,
way.
I've said it every. Oh, yeah, one of the times I've said it, it's
I
got to
think
be
it's
right.
Labadie. I
You
think
got any
it's-
idea, Tyler? What is it?
What
I
are you?
think-
What are you asking?
Labadie, Missouri. Is that Labadie?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
it's I don't see any pronunciation, so yeah, we'll
It's like
we'll go with that.
Yeah. Well, I've also
Well-
been saying a town called Oxvasi was Avasi the other day.
Well-
It's just called a vase. But
We could say labadi, but that's kind of close to labia, so maybe we should not say that.
weirdly enough, I think I may have heard Labadie before, so that could be it. I don't know. Whatever. It's when I see. It ain't just the Spanish stuff we screw up. It's any
It's
string of
all
letters
stuff.
together. We can mess this up in a bad kind of way.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, Samuel Burton Distilling. These guys
I'm anxious to try.
come
this
on
again.
board. Yeah, I know. I don't want to rush through this though. Well, but I am going to come back to this one.
I know I'm cutting you
Though-
off. This is a bottle that we have nursed and nursed and nursed.
I
Just
may
'cause we
reach back
so
here and
liked
get the
it.
rye though.
Yeah.
They
Got
give us
the
a
rye.
bottle of bourbon, a bottle of rye.
A bottle of
Is
gin.
it a gin? I thought there was one more bottle. Am I wrong?
I think there's just 3.
Just 3. Okay.
Yeah.
And they was one of the first ones to come on and really just like, hey, here's our line of product. And I think we did an episode on each one of them. And they've been a while, and
Mhm.
we have nursed this bottle. They are, again, very good distillery. I would love to catch up with them again, see what they're doing now.
Yeah, 'cause
hey,
this
if you
was
guys
quite
are
a while
watching
ago.
this and you got anything new or whatever, we would love to.
We used to drink
See what's
this
going on.
all
Okay.
of our lives.
I figured it out. The community is named after Sylvester Labadie.
The L silent.
So it's Labadie, Missouri. Labadie.
His name's Abadi. They named it Labadie.
It's Missouri.
No, it's
Was they poking
Sylvester.
fun?
It's Sylvester Abadi. Just an L apostrophe Abaddie.
A little kind
It's
of like
French.
French thing going on.
Yeah,
here?
Yes, it's French.
Is this over by St. Louis area?
Has to be.
Franklin County, Missouri, 3 miles north
That's-
of Grace
yeah.
Summit. So yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, all that stuff's French over there. So no wonder I can't say any of that crap. Anyways, yeah, I definitely want to come back and take a nip out of this tonight because it's
I'm just
been
curious.
a while
Yeah.
and it's so damn good. So, and again, guys, we're trying to encourage you guys to reach out to these folks. If you're looking for something that's local to Missouri, maybe you're not from Missouri, and that's okay if you're not. Maybe you're looking to import something into your own state, though you're like, hey, this is something nobody can get around here, or you're traveling through. All we ask is that when you do, reach out on their social media or in person and say, we've seen on those Tastebud guys, and let them know that the effort that they give in sending us a bottle bought them something. And we would appreciate that for them.
And if they have any local distilleries in their states or wherever they're from that we need to check out, see if we can get our hands on.
Yeah, I mean, y'all can send stuff too if you want. That's fine. We'll take it from anywhere. But specifically tonight, we're talking about doing stuff that some of the businesses sacrificed and give to us for what they hope is a gain, and for what we hope for them is a gain.
What's next, Christopher?
Huh?
What's next? I'm ready to run the gauntlet.
All right, let's go with this one. It's close.
Oh.
All right, so this was an odd duck for us.
Yes.
And only saying that because we didn't understand it. We didn't understand what it was trying to be. Still, after we reviewed it, I thought we had kind of figured out what it was at, but maybe not. I don't know. So Truman Reserve, is that Truman, Missouri, I assume?
I'd hope so. I don't know.
Or was this the MG?
No, Truman Reserve is Clinton.
Clinton, Missouri.
Oh, this is
okay.
McCormick. Or right. I don't know if it is McCormick.
Sorry, there's a lot of them. I can't remember
There's some
coming
connection
next.
with there.
Truman Reserve. So this one is on what we thought. We both agree. We felt like this was really catering to folks that was not looking for the big bite of a Kentucky straight bourbon. Somebody that was looking for something, maybe liked it already on the rocks.
From my recollection, this was like an Irish whiskey meets bourbon meets Scotch, kind of. I guess which Scotch.
Yeah, so it's like the
super
Highland
smooth
Scotch of.
I remember it being just super smooth.
Yeah, it's ridiculously smooth. It's very, very laid back, almost like a Canadian blended whiskey. It's just really just nothing wrong with that. It's just not a powerhouse in the flavor area. It is a blended version of whiskey, and it says right on the front, which is what threw us. It does say straight bourbon whiskey. So they are marketing themselves as bourbon. But it says with natural flavor, which is a weird statement. And Lyle talked to him about it a little bit, and
he would give up no secrets.
Yeah, so we don't know what that is, what that means. So, like I say, after drinking it, we kind of come away with this feeling of it was just trying to be a really smooth, like filtered version of bourbon that just took away the harshness and the edge. I think it succeeded at that really well. We were told afterwards that's not really on point at all what they're trying to be. I'm still not sure what that is. Actually, the back of the bottle looks better than the front, I think.
It's just such a beautiful bottle.
Yeah, we're very excited.
I just remember this being something that I feel like would be a great, like we were talking earlier with the Skull Splitter whiskey and someone who doesn't like whiskey. Like, I think if they don't like whiskey because it's, kind of meh.
Yeah, I don't mean
go Skull Splitter if they don't like whiskey because it's so harsh and burny and pepper and all. They start using those words. I think Truman Reserve is a great fit for that person.
Right, and that's what I think I took it wrong when we said for somebody that doesn't like whiskey. We mean that as a compliment. We mean that as,
I guess now that you say it that way.
Yeah.
I never heard it with that inflection before.
Right. I think it
does
come across wrong because it wasn't that we'd meant it like, oh, if you don't like whiskey, maybe you'll like this. It was more of a like, if you don't like whiskey, because whiskey is usually punchy and spicy and it's got all these big, bold ass, kick you in the nuts notes, this may be a place for you to go. This is kind of like whiskey that's already had the edge taken off, and it is smoother and it's nicer and it's more polite to you. It's more refined and nice, and that's where we're going with that. I don't think it come across well in translation for the way we put it out in the review, and we got a little negativity back on it, but it is what it is. I'd still encourage everyone to go out there and try it. It's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. We've since blind sampled it to several people, and on the whole, most people like it.
Yeah, I think it's super approachable. I remember hearing people when I was younger.
And that's the right word. That's probably how we should have phrased it. It's super approachable.
Yeah. When I was younger, I didn't drink very much, obviously. But I used to hear people talk about how smooth Woodford Reserve was,
It's so smooth.
But that's what I think about when I think Truman Reserve. It's just one of those it's buttery and it's already been on the rocks. It's been iced down already. Which again makes it really approachable.
I assume you wasn't able to get in on this.
Nah, I don't know what I'm doing over there.
Okay.
I've spent too much time.
Says I should click on all the motorcycles.
I think we should celebrate the fact that the camera hasn't quit.
Holy shit, God, I forgot about that. Now you're making me want to hurry.
It has.
Okay, they was out of Clinton, Missouri, you said, right, Tyler? Let's go local. Here's an odd one.
Oh.
I'm going to let you talk about it because, you're the one that showed up with that one.
So, Mama Jean's Natural Market in Springfield, Missouri. Super cool little place. Been around for a long time. Just one of those, we don't have a Whole Foods, but I imagine this is what a Whole Foods wants to be. Is in just good people, super authentic, just all around good. But
no, sorry, I was looking at you. This actually works out for me. Okay.
Oh, did you get something?
I finally got to where I could see comments.
All right. Whoop, whoop. But so we're going through, and
Nope. I lied. Is there a reason I can't see Tyler's comments? No, I can't see any comments. Sorry, I don't mean to keep hijacking. I'm just completely.
I can tell you why.
Why?
You only got. You can see YouTube comments. You can't see Facebook for some reason.
Yeah. Oh, maybe. Sorry, keep going. I'll figure this out.
Okay. Mama Jean's, Springfield, Missouri. Recap. Better Whole Foods. No, they did a partnership with Copper Run Distillery, which is in southern Missouri, and they came up with this rye. It's a quinoa and rye.
I'm just not seeing backlogged comments. I see new comments.
All right.
Okay.
Good to know. That's all I remember. For some reason, I think it's not just quinoa. I think it's quinoa's a piece of the mash bill. I think.
Yeah, and that was.
I could be totally.
But it was made locally, though, right? Yeah, it was.
Copper Run. Yeah, Copper Run. Walnut Shade, Missouri. Copper Run.
Copper Run. Okay, that's not what I was going to say. So I'm glad you interrupted.
But it has such an interesting nose to it. It's one of those. This is one of those bottles that I can't. If you're do you like it? And I'm
such an weird.
Maybe
it says Copper Run right on the side of
it. I find I'm gonna have some because I find find it so.
I'll pour enough. I can have a sip of it.
I found it so interesting, flavor wise, and I still can't tell you if I know I want it on the shelf.
Yeah. No, I think you definitely want to have it around. And I imagine this is not widespread. This is probably something that you're probably going to have to come to Springfield.
You're going to find out to Mama Jean's if they even still have some. I don't know if they.
I don't know.
Make
it
or
could
not.
Be a collector's now. It has a star right where you're going to find it. Here's what I've enjoyed about it is having that bottle on the shelf fairly prominently, and people walking in and looking at it and go, "What?
Yeah.
Quinoa, is that what that says?" I'm like, yeah, or quinoa, one or the other. Almost everybody wants to take a little sip of it, and I'm like, and you should. It's as I recall, fairly pleasant, but odd.
Yeah, it's got this weird.
That is perfumey and sweet and
Yeah, I mean, and so there's a weird sharp note in the beginning, but it's
almost smells like a fake honey, if you know what I mean. Like
yeah,
one of
yeah,
those
exactly.
honey sweet sticks.
Yeah, like so, yeah, and something you'd find in like a Shoney's menu. That level of sweet.
I guess my complaint with is it feels a little hollow in the middle, like it's not a full-bodied type of a drink, but it is really.
I think this might make a hell of a Manhattan. Like sharp and, you know, what's he say?
Yeah, I just caught that one as well. That just seems like a good way to start a fight, Patrick.
Hold me back, man. Hold me back.
Yeah. Hey, while I'm stalling to think about your question, let me rephrase that. Patrick, you'll never guess who called me out of the blue today. And since you're not on where you can actually take a guess, I'll just tell you, Josephine. He's lived up by Camden now. He's may end up popping in the feed here, hopefully, and we'll get to actually chat with him. But you may hear from him pretty quick. See, I feel like it is. If I say anything that is not a Kentucky straight big boy bourbon, I'm going to get a boot in the nuts by every person that's ever watched the podcast.
Do you know what it should be?
What?
What our barrel pick should be?
Yeah, no, what I'm asking you what?
Yeah. It's right in front of you.
Huh?
It's right in front of you. The answer's in front of you the whole time.
Oh, well, we're going to do that. No. That was. Sorry, I was getting into that one, but
Okay.
but I was going to end with all that.
Oh, you go. Okay. I'll go ahead and throw this out for myself. I have problems with barrel picks because
oh god, here we go.
There aren't. I just wanted to. I guess so. Basically, what that boils down to is, what's your favorite distillery? Right. I mean, that's really what the question is.
So, a lot of people. I know Patrick just popped his up there and said Heaven Hill. A great choice. I mean, why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah.
Or something from Buffalo Trace. Absolutely. Heck yeah, be a good way to go. I mean, assuming we're not scotches off the table, otherwise I'd maybe say Lefroy and I'd go get me a barrel pick from there. But honestly, at one point I probably would have said Balcones.
I was just
tossing
that around.
After kicking it around a bunch, I think if I had my choice to go get a barrel from anywhere, it would be a toss-up between son of a bitch, your name just went out of my Denison, Texas.
Oh, Iron Root. Yeah.
Iron Root Distilling would be one I would love to have my own choice of what they can do out of. And it'd probably be less fun to do a barrel pick from, but another one I would like to go try that with would be Sonoma Distilling.
Oh, Sonoma.
That's a couple that I would, but I like the weird, unique stuff. Not that Iron Root's weird or unique. That stuff's just really, really good. That being said, as Lyle alluded to a while ago, not that we're getting well, I guess he did kind of say we get a barrel pick if we wanted one.
Yeah, if we wanted to buy one.
Yeah, but it was.
I don't think
but we're talking about a very small barrel too. I mean,
well, we were. Yeah. I think he said he
so
had smaller.
Anyhow, when Blue came over, we did talk about going over, and he said we'd absolutely go tasting barrels and stuff. And if we wanted to pick our own barrel, always over there, we could do that. So we do have access to maybe do a barrel pick from Hochstown.
Which I gotta tell you,
I kind of want to.
I'm hitting all the big boys in my head in terms of like. I mean, I guess if money's no object, if money's no object, I guess it'd be Pappy because I think I could sell it on the secondary market for a lot.
No, let's make this about what you want to drink.
What I want to drink. I don't think I can put that many people above Hochstown. I mean, I know that's a cop out, but
Well, sure. No, I mean, I wouldn't turn down any kind of barrel pick from Hochstown or Woodhat.
Woodhat's fantastic too.
They'd be somebody I would want to go check out his barrel pick, but I mean,
like the Texas stuff. I'm not sure that it plays that much better than like a single.
Well, and that's just it. I think I like their stuff because it's unique. I don't think barrel picking there. I don't think they're
who makes Lip Service? What's that? I'm staring at Savage and Cook. Savage and Cook. Savage and Crook.
Cook, I think.
Cook. I think that would be an interesting.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the same reason when I said Sonoma. I'm not sure if that one, because it's all aged in wine barrels and comes stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure if that would be something that is barrel to barrel, if it varies enough with the subtleties that it would matter.
Or if it covers it.
Yeah, which is why I think a lot of people probably want to go to the Kentucky straight bourbons.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know. Anyways, I'd be a hard one. Like I say, it's not like I wouldn't want a barrel pick. Well, I've got a barrel pick of Angel's Envy back here, but it's not my barrel. So
yeah.
Anyways,
we're gonna do. That's an upcoming episode. We're gonna do those Angel's Envies, and I think we have another regular bottle and a barrel pick, store pick, or something we're gonna do. Can't remember which one it is.
Yeah, store pick.
Is it Elijah Craig?
Oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah, I was just thinking
the
Angel
version.
Yeah, so we got several bourbons.
Yeah,
we got a lot of bourbons coming up. To the point we need to stop buying bourbons and start buying tequilas. But we
do.
Not only get bourbons, but also people keep giving us bourbons. We need to get friendly with some tequila companies, I suppose. But
yeah.
Anyhow, okay. So Mama Jean's. If you guys are into health food stuff, you want to check them out. Copper Run Distilling. Although I don't think I've had anything from Copper Run other than that one. I know everybody else probably has, but I just have not made it there yet.
No, I feel like Brandon Moore used to distill down there, and I think he's with Bruco's new distilling company that I can't say the name of.
You had your shit?
Tidaleca. No, I haven't poured it. It's still in the can. Why?
Mine's really good.
Do you like that one?
Fucking delicious.
Good to know. That did not sound appealing to me. You like it? Is it sweet?
Yeah, but hits the spot after chasing after this.
Tell the good folks what it is. It's been on there a long time.
Yeah, I mean it's weak, but this ain't the one from what you call it though, is it? From Kansas?
No, I got the one from Kansas.
Oh, I thought I brought two of them from Kansas. Okay, whatever.
Anyway,
oh, did you switch me?
I did switch you.
Okay,
not on purpose. I just grabbed what was
doesn't matter.
Nearest. Yeah,
it's fine. I wanted to try them both anyway, so it doesn't matter who had it.
Speaking of beer, our buddy Colby is sipping on New Glarus, Wisconsin Belgian red that he had imported. I don't think you'd want to age that. He
in
runs
a barrel. I think it'd ruin it.
No, I'm just talking because we're drinking beer. Talking about our Kansas beers. He's like become a moonshiner type character, running New Glarus out of those Wisconsin borders down to the Ozarks. Just saying.
Let's jump back a ways to I keep forgetting I've got to do a camera thing over here, so it's not bad.
Tyler was just chiding us for not using the bottle camera.
Don't chide me, Tyler. I got my shit together.
Wow.
All right, you got them there. Not a very good job of me making them.
Oh, I bet.
Is that just backwards to us, or is that backwards to everybody?
I think it's backwards to everybody, but I can fix that.
It's not backwards. You're good.
I bet it is now. Then. Okay, so we have Baku rum and Lismore Scotch. Now, what do they have in common? Well, we're going to tell you what they have in common. Same thing they have in common with Koa tequila.
Oh, Koa. I missed it. Koa is one of those early bottles you bought that I think just knocked it out of the park. I don't think we knew what we had.
Yeah, that was like an $18 bottle that we just loved. And because we bought that one, did it on the show, the folks over there reached out to us and said, hey, we make some other stuff. We have a rum and we have a Scotch as well. What they are is they're importers. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, or just distributors of some sort.
Yeah, so anyhow, they have different stuff they make, and these was a couple of them. Now, this bottle of Lismore is probably not the one they sent, or maybe it is the one they sent. We've had a couple bottles, and Have we done it on the show already?
I don't think so. I think Lismore was one of those bottles when we had the old studio that was floating in the middle of the air, tiny room. I think we had a bottle of Lismore Scotch, and I think we finally drank it one night.
Maybe so. I don't remember. So I guess
But I
we do need
think
to
it ever
do
got
it.
into an episode, or if it did, it was one of those like thousands that I've already lost.
Okay.
So
I guess we may need to do that. I will say the Lismore Scotch, it's a Speyside Scotch. It was not something either one of us absolutely adored because we're not Speyside folks. Nothing against Lismore. It's just not our thing. I am interested to go back and try it again now because it's been a few years since I've had it. So that one is one, and I'm not sure.
what?
I'm trying to remember who. I guess I would tag Koa Tequila on all this, Tyler, because they're the ones that reached out to us originally.
Yeah. This bottle of Baku.
Baku, though.
This is still the only rum that I will drink neat. That I actually like. I will sometimes take this over whiskey when I'm in the right mood.
This is decent stuff. If you like rum, I would suggest giving this one a shot. I can't tell you much about it in conjunction with other rums. I'm going whether it's sweeter or smoother because I don't know about rums. I haven't had enough of them to tell you. I've just dipped my toes in rums here and there, and I can tell you this one's really
I assume
decent.
that there's like rum.
This one and what was the other
like
one?
there are
Plantation.
tequila snobs. What's that?
Was it Plantation? Was the other one we really liked?
There's
There's only been a couple rums we both genuinely was like.
Plantation is pretty good. I still like this one better.
Oh yeah, no, this one's
Yeah.
better. But I'm saying I think Plantation was the other one we both said. This is pretty good.
Yeah.
And then I like Kraken, but Kraken's just one of those where I'm not going to say Kraken's good. I just kind of like it. It's kind of like Corona. I mean,
And
it's
we had
not a
the,
good beer. I just freaking like drinking Corona.
The Pilar stuff, Hemingway's stuff.
Hemingway's
out of Key
was.
West. We had some good ones while we were there, but they were the pricey ones. They're not the ones that get
Yeah,
bought
when we was
distributor.
in Key West, there was a couple that we really liked. Since we've been back, I can't say that I love Hemingway stuff, but yeah, I would say Koa Tequila would be who would want to tag on this one as far as they gave us both this bottle and the bottle of
Let's
Scotch.
talk about that tequila for just a second. So,
Okay, so
this was one of these bottles that you bought. I know you came back and you're like, man, there's this little like liquor store down in Arkansas on my way home. It's not like out in the sticks, but it's not like in the city necessarily. And you're like, they have a fantastic tequila selection. I remember you brought Koa back for like stupid cheap.
yeah, it was like $18 or something.
Yeah.
And it was
beautiful bottle, big blue bottle.
if you're in Bentonville and you head out of town towards Pea Ridge on we're heading, I guess, what would that be? West? East. They'll be heading out of town, heading east. There's a liquor store there past 8th Street. Usually it's got a little Mexican food truck sitting in front of it, and it's delicious, by the way. That's where we're talking about. They have a really great selection of tequila. So
yeah, but that Koa was, man, what a good find.
yeah, the Koa for a cheaper
I think
bottle,
I say that.
That stuff was really, really good.
It's been so long, and we've had so much more tequila. I'm just still in love with it, but I'm in love with it it's like the memory of it.
Yeah,
You
I'm wondering if
gotta
it'd
find
hold
it
up
all.
after all this time. I would like to try it. And
I
I
think
also wonder, we
kinda
had
think it
their
will, but I'm just-
Reposado, I think, right?
Yeah, we had the Reposado. We didn't have.
I wonder if they have others and
Yeah,
about getting them. I'd like to try them, I think. I'd like to have all of them. They're just so
Yeah.
dang good.
good stuff.
And the more Baku, I guess, for that matter. It looks like we're about out of
Mhm.
it.
Well, my glass is empty, so pick a good.
Oh, okay, hang on. Let's back up here.
Oh, the old Sam Burton.
Yeah, let's go back. Since we said we wanted to try it, let's get back here and try these again. We're having a
There you go.
try
Thank
it
you.
night.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, and this has been quite aerated. This has been sitting here.
Yeah,
Good
this
bit.
has been a while. That's a couple years old.
So
Bottle.
it
It should be a little smoother than it was.
But what I remember about it is that it was being so smooth. And
Yeah,
sweet.
the rye was the one I liked. It was just chewy and
Just
pretty
like,
and
but like daily drinkers, like this is
yeah,
something
just
you
easy
carry
to
with you all
drink
the
it.
time.
Good mixers. Oh, that's changed a lot.
Yeah.
Not for the worse either. I mean, it was good to start with. Other than when it first hit my palate, there's a really high sour punchy note that hit me for just a split second.
Oh.
And then it just turned into this pretty honey-like.
I was gonna say
and
mine was
flowers and just floral notes.
My tongue lit up because it was like super sweet. And
I was like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. After that, just first little punch, and it turned into ridiculously sweet stuff.
Toned down.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
So interesting. Okay, let's go. Now we're on to a lot newer stuff. We had Hochstown. I guess we've already talked about Hochstown and bring it up there again.
I mean,
I
do love Hochstown, but
let's talk about the one we just did tonight.
okay.
Oh, I almost did it again. My bad. I'm sorry, Tyler.
We took so long to get a 2-camera shoot.
Yeah, I'm not used to this stuff yet. All right, so these are from Skull Splitter Distillery. It is in Higbee, Missouri, which is right straight up the middle of Missouri. And I didn't get to go into the whole story on the regular review episode because we try to keep them short. So I guess I can go into it here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just shot this right before we did the live episode. So this episode probably won't air for a few weeks. I was driving through Higbee the other day and not completely paying attention. And as I was heading towards home, I passed this building, and I remember seeing the skull and crossbones on it, and the axes and all that stuff. And I thought, that must be one of those axe throwing places. And then I was like, man, that place was huge. And then it was just something about the way the building was shaped and the stuff around it that I was kind of like, what was that? Did it say something about a winery? And I popped it up on Google.
I went to a zoo like that one time. It was weird.
I popped it up on Google on the maps just real quick, and I was like, where am I? There it is, what I just passed. Look back at the link. It says Cooper Oak Winery and Skull Splitter Distillery. And I was like, well, I got time for that. So pull the next driveway, turn around, went back. Get back in there, there's a feller, and I wanted to say his name on the show tonight so bad.
You've been thinking about this.
I cannot remember. Yeah. I cannot remember. I want to call the guy Mike. I know that's wrong. I was so drunk when I left there. I cannot remember. And if you're watching this, bud, I am so sorry. I know we sat and talked for 2.5 hours, and I cannot remember. I was drunk.
I mean, you know, it
good
happens.
Drunk, fun.
It happens. Yeah.
Anyways, so maybe it's Kirby. It was Kirby.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. Anyways, it was like 3:15. They closed at 4. I thought I'd just be in and out real quick. Went in, started talking to the guy. He sampled through all his wines. They make country wine, fruit wine, stuff like that. It was actually pretty good. I'm usually not a big fan of fruit wines, but they had a couple in there that I actually genuinely enjoyed. Then he moved over to his whiskey selection, and we started sampling stuff. And of course, they always do. What do you like? What do you not like? And I'm like, I like everything. And then when he started talking about the shine and stuff, he goes, it's some really hot stuff. I'm like, I want the biggest one you got. And so he breaks out this 130 proof shine, shares it with me. Wow.
I'm trying to find their information.
Okay.
But I have no idea what that happened.
Yeah, that was something.
Maybe this is probably a job for Tyler. Tyler can figure out who.
Tyler can probably figure it. Tyler, find the guy, the dad, the owner. Anyways, so we sat down and had some of his whiskey, some of his shine. Then we started talking about tool stuff. And this old feller, he collects antique tools. And he started talking about how he had this.
Does he need more?
He would take them.
I have a lot.
Yeah, he had the neatest collection I've ever seen. So all his tools come anywhere from early 1800s to the early 1900s, and most of them was for making barrels, making wagons, making log cabins, sizing wood, and it was just all kinds of just ridiculously interesting stuff. And he had a whole room full of them back there that he calls a little museum that he'd let certain people go back and look at. And we chatted and looked, and I fawned over a bunch of stuff, and then he said, "Oh, I got a room twice this size upstairs. You want to see more?" I'm like, "All right, let's go check that out." So we went upstairs, and nothing was sorted. It's just piles of stuff everywhere. But I'm knee deep in it, looking at all these old wood planes and saws. He had a full collection of hand tools made by Winchester that still, they said Winchester on the side. And that was only made for I think he said from 1918, 1923 before they went out. And I think they went out of business in 28. Wow. But he said they only produced till 23. Anyways, he ended up, there was a old fixture from probably, I'm guessing, around 1950. It's just like a wall sconce with, it looks like a beer barrel in a glass jar kind of thing hanging off the bottom. And, one of the old flip the switch to turn it on the rope.
That's a cool piece.
And I was telling him about how, oh man, this thing is so cool. I love that. And he just like, you can have it. And you can just tell this guy who's really passionate about what he did. And when he talked about stuff, he wanted to share that knowledge. He wanted you to be as interested in it as he was. And I was interested in studying. He had tons of collections of old glass stuff and signage, beer signage, and tankards, and you name it. He had it around there. Before long, he took me on a ride on a side-by-side back through his field back there to a cabin he had on the back of the place, on his pond, and started calling up all his pet catfish. And
they come up.
Oh God, you had a big 15, 20 pound catfish rolling around down there. It was fantastic. He said he usually catches about one a day. He'll go over and he'll catch one of them just to get the fight going, and then pull it out and he put it back. And I'm like, sounds like a life. Anyhow, before we left there, we started talking about the show and stuff, and I told myself I wanted to buy something, and he sold me.
Oh, Matthew.
I was close to Michael than Matthew. I hope it was Matthew. Now,
Luke and John?
I hope it was Tyler. Is that the older man, the father?
Matthew Kirby.
Okay.
He's still digging.
Because he got a couple boys that are running it, and one of them passed away, the one that started the state. So I guess I'll tell that story. I guess it's not really my story to tell, but they started out as a cooperage making barrels, and then his son got interested in making whiskey and started doing the distilling, and then got cancer and passed away a few years ago. And his dad and the rest of his family jumped in, and they kind of kept it going afterwards and kept the business going. And that's where this here is still produced from. So there's a lot of stuff in memory of him there, of course. And then the wine, I believe he said his brother-in-law makes the wine. So
yeah, go ahead.
I was about the end of this. I'm not going to elaborate because I don't have all the facts. I don't know what we're doing with that.
Who has brother-in-law brewing? Who's that? Cave whiskey?
Yeah. Yes.
And don't they also make wine? Someone makes wine up there.
No, it's not Cave, is it?
I think
maybe it is Cave whiskey.
Yeah.
I'm getting them confused with the one up here in Missouri. Well, I guess they're both in Missouri. I think it is brother-in-law. It's his Cave. That's hard to remember now.
And I think Blue's wife does wine as well, doesn't it?
Yep. And his brother does
from Hochstown.
Beer.
That's right. There's a.
It is right.
Oh my God.
I can't remember the names of all of them. He told us, and I was also drunk that night, shockingly.
It's a hazard of the job.
Anyway, so I wanted to take some stuff with him, and I asked him if I could buy some stuff, and he ended up giving me a bottle of his wine, which I drank at the house because we rarely do wine on the show. Give us this bottle of whiskey as well. And then when I went to buy this, I tried to give him a card for it, and their card machine wasn't reading. And he said, well, it's $25. And I went to get cash out, and I had $14. And he said, no, that's good enough. And
that's a good dude.
Yeah. So I got I know we're going to get to this in a minute. Plus,
yeah,
he gave
we
us
are going to talk about that.
this oak staff. Probably if I'd have been thinking I'd done this last, we could have led into this. But
Yeah.
I guess we'll
circle
come back. We'll circle back
We'll
to that.
circle around.
So I'm going to keep this out so we can keep drinking it. This
moonshine. That is. I'm just so shocked at the Tall Pines and now this have a moonshine that is
I'll never get used to it, Tyler.
dang tasty. You know.
So
Wait, did I just make a segue? I think I did.
sure, we'll call it that. Okay, so I kept waiting for go full screen. I guess it's not going full screen. Okay, so last time I put some over, he made it full screen. There's no continuity here. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Come on, not us, the other camera.
Okay. I don't know if I'm drunk or it's all the fucking weed. It's one or the other. Anyways, so Tall Pines Distilling. This is one. Has this episode released yet? The Moonshine.
Yes. Yeah. They shared it quite a bit.
It did. Okay,
Yeah,
so this
they were
one
super kind
is one of the
about
newest ones we got out.
Apparently, they liked what we said.
They should. It was nothing. Everything was good. I would hope so. So the review, the bottle that we brought back for review was a bottle, this bottle, and I bought it when I was down there. Bought both these bottles.
Yeah.
And brought them back. We're getting ready to do the bourbon. Well, the whiskey. I don't think it's actually bourbon, is it?
I think it's just a whiskey. Yeah.
I think it's just called whiskey. And but that being said, if we did the last one, we've talked to them, and they got some stuff they said was shipping to us. I feel like it should have already made it here, but we ain't seen it yet. So we've got to follow up with them and find out if there's an issue with shipping, or if they changed their mind or whatever, or if they did ship it and it ain't got here, they can follow up. But anyways, so we think we've got more stuff coming from these guys. So in the future, there probably will be something that we're going to do that they did actually give to us for that purpose. But these here I bought and paid for, and we loved it.
It was fantastic.
Especially this.
Well, especially this, and we
haven't had this. I've had
that's
this.
right.
You haven't
had. Yeah.
So,
Oh.
but now Tall Pines is in Missouri, but just barely in Missouri. So if you're going down towards Bentonville, heading south out of Joplin there on 49, you will run into Tall Pines Distilling last thing before you leave Missouri. And if you're coming back out of Bentonville, when you heading towards Joplin or Neosho or wherever, and you crest that hill on that new road and you look over there, and there's a big clearing and this big red building over on the side, and in bright white letters it says Moonshine. And you think to yourself, that's probably a Hillbilly Junction type thing. And but me being sober was like, we gotta change that shit. So I decided to pull it anyways. So we did, and it turned out it was some pretty good stuff. I ended up buying stuff before I left there, and I'm hoping to get back down there and do some more stuff with them. Can't recommend them high enough, and if you're over in the area, you absolutely should stop by and talk to them. A lot of fun, really nice place, cool people. Their samples are liberal. They got a nice tour. Like I said, beautiful place. Got a lot of music stuff going on. Big venue for that as well. It was just an all around pretty neat stop that I very much enjoyed. So,
do you remember?
Tickle Death, they're going to send some stuff.
Do you remember when we went down to Branson, and there's a moon shop store there of like the fake junk moonshine? And I don't trash a lot of people. I'm gonna trash this place for a minute. We were there. I did not have my ID with me.
Nope, you had it.
No, that's right. I did have it. It was expired.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
my
driver's license was expired. This isn't like 15 years ago. This is like 5, 2, 3, 4, 5 years within the last.
Not very long ago.
My ID is expired by like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And we go in for moonshine samples, which I'm already not excited about, except that it is booze and it is Branson. And those two things are a necessity, I think, to be there. It's a fun town, but you got to be in the right state of mind. They would not sample me moonshine because my ID was not valid.
Mm-hmm.
Because my date of birth, or not date of birth, the date of expiration on the driver's license was expired.
Yeah, so that apparently invalidates your your age.
Obviously, I almost ceased to exist, really. Which is how I felt when I couldn't get a moonshine sample.
I wonder if you was to be incarcerated for some reason, and they went to find out who you are, and they said, "Oh yeah, you're allowed strictly fingerprinting." And you say, "My ID is invalid, therefore I don't exist." And they can't.
I think you're going to have to talk to another department to
Yeah,
verify.
I mean this. You can't prove it's me. I don't have a valid ID. Simple as that.
And then you shriek and you run off into the darkness.
I don't think it's going to fly at all.
Yeah, probably not.
All right, we got one more here we'll talk about real quick. And this one we haven't got they just arrived today.
Tyler's talking about his time as a cop. He said somebody's already done that. They've already tried it. So.
Whatever, Tyler. It's not me. I'm much smoother and suaver. I'm a very suave person. Okay. Hermann Farm Distilling. Also, they're also Blackshire, right? I'm not making that up, right, Tyler?
Yes, you are correct. Hermann is who sells it, I think, but it says Blackshire on the barrels, so
yeah.
I think it's one of the
Go to
same.
your product shot.
Okay, sorry.
Zoom in real quick.
Here you go.
Let's see. Yeah, Hermann Farm Distilling. It also might possibly say Blackshire right there on the label had I been looking. Okay, anyways. So I was down there 2 to 3 weeks ago and sampled all these. Really liked the rye. And I ended up buying a seasonal pack of all their gin while I was there. Which we haven't popped open yet. I've had them, but while I was there, but anyways,
I keep hearing about it.
Yeah, so we had a really cool dude. I don't know. I don't hate to get him in trouble. They don't know who he is because they don't know who's serving me. Yeah, it's a really cool dude down there that he's part-timer. He was just like, "You want to try it? Well, let's pour you a glass." Matter of fact, I'm going to have me one too. I'm so
concerned with how much you're cleaning that bottle.
Shouldn't be concerned.
I'm honing in on it, and I gotta break away. Maybe it's me thing.
Will it help if I set it down here and clean it, Lyle? Will that make it better if I clean it down here?
It does not. It makes it so much worse.
So he poured Morgan and I several. We bought a flight, to try stuff, and she bought a different one than I did. And of course, 2 flights won't cover everything you make. I mean, they make a lot of stuff. I think I had the gin flight, and I think she had, just a random like bourbon rye flight or something like that. But we went through quite a bit of their stuff, and he was just pretty much like, when we started asking questions, he's like, "You might as well have them all," and he just started pouring stuff. And so we had a very good time there. Jump that to a week and a half later, and I get a message from Tyler. We get a message from Tyler with a secret saying he was at know if we'd ever had this gin, and he showed me a picture of the Blackshire gin. I'm like, yeah, I showed a picture of mine.
Did we ever figure out what Tyler's secret was?
I didn't even guess. I knew. I assume it's the same secret as last week. Tyler has very few secrets, and it's the kind of same one.
I love this. Tyler, every time Tyler gets loaded, he'll go, "I got a secret," and you're like, "What? What's your secret, man?" And he goes, "I'm fucking drunk." And it's like there was a period there where I was like, if he says this one more time, I'm gonna have to hit him, I think. But it's reached parody level now where even if he doesn't say it, he says it in my mind. I see him say it. "Hey, how's it going, Tyler?"
All right. Anyways, so Tyler sends a picture from down at
your secret's safe with me.
Down at that distillery, and after we realized already had the gin, he had talked to him and told them about the show, and they was going to donate some stuff. So basically, they gave us a choice of what they had there. We picked a rye because it was my favorite, it's Morgan's favorite. It turned out to be Tyler's favorite. They also said that was their best seller. And then I guess this wasn't a donation from the place, but Tyler's uncle Scott. I don't know if I was supposed to say his name or not. I'll say the only time I'm going to say it, so bleep it out. Tyler, some relation of Tyler,
Dude,
grabbed this
so
bottle and
right now. He's. I think you.
No, you're good. It doesn't matter. That's fine.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
You're fine.
So, some relation of Tyler bought this bottle and sent it with. And this is our cask strength bourbon. I'm pretty sure I had this one. I won't swear to it, but I think I've had that one as well. So these will be coming up on the review here pretty quick.
I'm excited for
it'll
the
be a
rye,
few weeks
because that's what everyone says.
It really is
like
good stuff.
fantastic.
It was their standout product, I think, as well. I ended up getting their gin just because. It's gin. I freaking love gin. I'm going to go for that every time if it's any good at all.
Yeah.
So that is the people that's been helping us out over the last little bit. I guess I don't have to keep turning to talk anymore, do I? I've got a mic that just is there.
No, yeah, you're
I was leaning down here and trying to talk like this.
No.
That is the folks that's been helping us out over the last year-ish. Give us a lot of cool stuff and cool products. We thought we'd kind of give them an extra shout out because
our opinion means so much.
Yeah, but our ability to help them advertise means more, I'm pretty sure. So,
well, everything you can do, right?
If it wasn't for that, I would be wearing a Hochstown shirt backwards, I might add, so that you can see the label.
Is that shirt backwards?
Well, I took this and cut this one, cut the neck. Where's it at?
You
should
probably just rip it. Just
Hulk out of it.
You should Hulk.
I'm not going to Hulk it.
I mean, it should be cut down.
And
it seems tight
because otherwise their logo is just a little bitty pocket logo up here, and you can't really read it. So Lyle wanted to be able to show it off more. So for the camera, he wore it backwards and cut a neck in it, and it looks ridiculous. But I figured it'd be okay. Underneath an overshirt, you probably couldn't tell because I was slumped over.
You know what they don't make room for in the back?
My beard.
Belly room.
Belly room, yeah.
No, it's just straight.
True.
It's just kind of, that's...
Some of us have fat on our back and needs it. That's why I've turned my shirt around. I look like a damn camel when I get on my hands and knees.
I was walking to the kitchen the other day, and my 2-year-old daughter, she goes, walk, Dada. And she like hunched over and just like full on Igor style walked to the kitchen. I'm like, I think maybe I'm on my phone too much. I think my posture is not keeping up with the Homo sapien lineage that we've been tracking on the last several thousand years.
All right. So now it is your turn to talk. Ooh. I'll set this one over here for now. Which bottle do you want to? What do you want to start talking about?
So we're going to talk about aging, and we're not going to go into detail about the stuff because we don't know that much. But I forgot to go. We do love good.
Actually, do you want to do the tour thing up front, and I'll snap a picture of the.
So we're not doing it
because we actually didn't do this one yet.
I will try. All right,
I'll
try to remember my intro. I practiced it all day.
I broke that.
But I'll try to do it again.
All right.
It
Well,
sounded spontaneous, but trust me, it was practiced. I did it. I worked on it. It was a thing. But I do have to find that video.
Okay, if you can find that. So, guys, some of you guys, most of you guys, have probably been down here at a lot of times. But if you haven't, we've talked about for the last 2 years, talked about trying to get the front end of this studio cleaned up, having a nice place that we could relax and hang out with, and for people to come down and join us. And we have finally got to the point where that is more or less a reality for us. There's some little minor things we still got to do and some decorating we want to do. And, I'm sure it's not in its final form or nothing, but the bulk of the construction is finished. And we decided tonight we're going to debut it here on the live. And then if you want to show that real quick.
We're only going to show it to the important people who've stuck around for an hour and 15 minutes or saw it the next day and skimmed through and saw this one tiny section in the video.
I don't care. That counts as a view. It's fine.
Let's see.
All right. Oh, I have to turn it back around. Okay. Should be a way to do that. I don't remember how. Whatever. I guess we're getting this view. I don't know how to turn the damn camera around.
This. No editing.
Huh.
Completely live.
I don't know how to do it. There should be a way I can just tap this, I thought, and...
Is it recording?
It is, but...
Oh, excuse you're in director's cut.
Yeah, but... I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter.
So yeah, guys, what do you? The studio looks really good. Studio looks really good right now.
You go in front of me? Get the hell out of my screen, Lyle. Hey, we're getting ready to start our live events. We thought we'd pre-record this. Sorry for the confusion. I thought there was a way I've got on my phone that I can flip between me talking and the camera cutting, and I don't know. Okay, first of all, that was the first time I'd ever used that thing on my camera. I did not realize that put my face and what I was looking at in there. So interesting. This is going to get weird to watch. You're welcome. Go ahead.
Well, hang on. Tyler said they can't see the video.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Uh,
That's not no
black
fun.
Screen. Huh. How about now? Can you see that, Tyler? No.
Huh.
Well,
So it's just a black screen.
here I thought we were just rolling here.
Yeah, on this one it just also just shows just an empty screen as well.
Well, all right. Let me.
I don't know why that would work. So we've got a video showing up as a feed on our end, so it really should be.
Oh, Sam just said it's working now. Maybe it's just working on
Or maybe it takes a little bit.
YouTube or. Okay, well I'll try.
Let's just go ahead and go with it and
give her another shot. And if this isn't it, it's going to be
maybe it's going to be. It just takes a while
of awkward stuff if it doesn't show up. But whatever. Let's try now. Let's go ahead and move this forward. Is it recording?
It is, but
oh, excuse you're in director's cut.
yeah, but I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, we're just going to start the tour from this way. You go in front of me. Not yet. Get the hell out of my screen, Lyle.
You don't see this.
Hey, we're getting ready to start our live events. We thought we'd pre-record this. Sorry for the confusion. I thought there was a way I've got on my phone that I can flip between me talking and the camera cutting, and I don't know. Oh, I see now.
I'm trying to see if I see it on Facebook.
I see now. There's a button over here.
Good call.
There we go.
Yeah. No, he's right.
Thought-
There's just it's not showing as a video. Super.
Yeah, it's just a
super
Facebook
bizarre.
thing, I guess. I don't know.
Huh. Okay.
Well,
Well, maybe
if you're
we'll
on
get the video.
Facebook, jump on YouTube. Sorry.
Yeah. Very weird. Huh.
I'd let it play. YouTube can watch it.
Oh, it's such a long video, though.
Well, they should be on YouTube. If you're on Facebook right now wondering why you're looking at nothing, go to YouTube.
Patrick says he can't see it on either.
Oh.
So.
All right. Well, we'll skip that then.
We'll see. Yeah.
All right.
If I can figure something out.
Maybe we'll try it again at the end of this when we get everything else done. Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if you'll be able to show the picture I just sent to you.
Well, I don't know. Let me see if I can make it happen.
Or maybe you can get Kevin back up in the help menu again.
Kevin from Restream. Oh yeah.
I don't know, Patrick. We'll skip it for now.
Yeah, we're gonna have to move on because this isn't working either.
Okay.
I don't know.
So it's probably something with the coding in or what do you call it?
Transcoding?
Is that what it's called?
I have no idea.
It's not helpful. Probably something with Restream as being ridiculous as per normal. Okay, forget it. Whatever. So this was a bit of a random one for us, and there wasn't much to review.
Sam keeps saying he says it or sees it, but we're gonna.
Who keeps saying it?
Sam. Our buddy Sam Hartwig.
Oh yeah. So up the gate can't see it. Sam can.
So that's also on YouTube. So who knows? I didn't see it on mine, so I'll give you that.
I don't know. Guys, when we get kind of wrapped up here, we'll play with it a minute for those that want to stick around and watch that. It's like 6 minutes long.
Yeah.
And
We'll
if we can get to work, we'll get it to work. If not, if you're not missing too much, we'll try to put some pictures up or something, I guess. We just need video up of it. So I get so this company,
I can do it. You keep talking.
Artificer Woodworks, sent us a bunch of their cards, a few of their hats. We may have got a shirt. I don't remember. I don't remember seeing one, but and they sent us this cool opener that I think I'll show you.
Yes, I have to figure it out.
Right. In 3, 2, 1. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see that. It hasn't showed up on mine yet. So Sam said he got on a few minutes ago. Oh, that worked over here. I bet you guys have to reload if you want to see that video, but don't worry about it. We'll try it again later. So they sent us this bottle opener. They're showing off their woodwork stuff, although we really like the bottle opener. It's up there in the front end of our studio, and it's magnetized. So when you pop the lid off, it stays up in the top silver part there. But they're showing off their woodwork, and basically what they can do is go and they do their laser engraving and stuff on all of these deals. Tyler, if you can pop me over to the deal there. So they laser engrave stuff like that. They're just kind of showing that off. We appreciate them sending the stuff. There wasn't a lot we could do with it as far as trying to review that kind of thing. It looks nice. It's computer laser engraved. It's going to be as detailed as you can imagine it would be. It seems to be a quality product. I like the wood. We genuinely like using it. Unfortunately, there was just not much a way for us to advertise for them because we don't open beers on a regular basis up here like that. But they did give it to us, and we was appreciative of it. And we thought this is at least one of those chances we get to show it off.
That's a good little design.
I suppose if there had been a good way for us to show it off, we could have, I guess, put it on a pedestal here and just opened all our beers on counter. But that seems messy.
Yeah, and we'd have to find only bottled beers, which
we honestly
I have not had one.
I don't hardly drink bottled beer. I almost grabbed one to put in there a while ago when I took the picture, and all but a few of the bottles I had were actually screw top cans.
Are you one of the dudes? Do you subscribe to the thing of that?
I don't care. I'll try your beer though.
That whether it's like it's in a can, it's not aged, like it is any like light degradation.
No,
or do you
I will say I generally like a bottle better than a can.
Yeah.
And so
Okay.
usually if I have the option to grab something in a bottle, I almost always will. One, I like carrying a bottle. One, I like drinking out of the bottle better. And two, I like pouring out of a bottle. It looks way cooler to put it in your glass and feels good.
I'll go one further. I think some beers age better in a bottle.
I think
like
a lot of taste.
I've had the fresh version, from a can that didn't have any like air or light to it. I'm like, if this is what this beer is, I think you guys are hitting up the wrong
the wrong something's not right. Okay. Now off to your spiel.
I had such a good intro.
Yep.
And you just walked into the other room. But we're going to talk about aging whiskey, because we know so much.
I want to interrupt you one more time. God, I wish we had frickin' your vocals in my ears. It's driving me nuts. All right, go
Next
ahead.
time. You know what hasn't happened? The
camera hasn't quit. 3, 2.
Here it is.
It's done.
Yeah, so I like really heavily charred, heavily oaked whiskeys. I think
usually do, depending on the flavor of it.
Yeah, I mean, we like everything, but that's something that I gravitate towards. When we started getting into double oaked whiskeys, extra aged whiskeys, this was one that wasn't spicy that you got that was I'm going to say it's a premium price. Maybe now there's so many whiskeys out now that are like, I used to never think about buying a bottle of whiskey for $50. And now it's just like, well, I mean, if you want something that's like, not just good's fine. You can find cheap, good whiskeys, but something that has some character to it, maybe a story with it kind of situation. A boutique or a nicer distillery. This distillery kind of moved into that category. And I thought it was bullshit. Because it was under the auspices of like, ooh, this is extra aged kind of thing. And they just stuck an aging stick in their bottle.
All right, that was where I was trying to figure, which I kept thinking when he was talking about.
Hey, Jared.
I kept thinking he was talking possibly about balconies for some reason.
No.
And I was just like, I was trying to figure out how you was working them in there.
No,
okay, so you wanting to go with this one?
Yeah, which is something
Tyler.
You kind of liked this one.
Let me see if I can. Sorry, my elbow is killing me. I want to see if I can turn where you guys can see that thing stick in there.
Wow.
There it is. All right, that's a good angle. Keep talking, Lyle. You're not supposed to be gawking. You're supposed to be talking. My arm is killing me.
The camera looks so good. No, so they stuck this aging stick in the bottle.
That'd be that thing here.
Which was supposed to give it sort of, extra little boost or whatever. I thought it was gimmicky. I think you thought it was gimmicky too, but I believe you liked the whiskey better than I did.
We had the Wheat Inspire was the first one.
The first one was Wheat Inspire, yes. But then we've done the Bourbon Inspire, obviously, and we've done the
coffee,
yes. Did we do? We had a little bit. Oh, I think we may have done the coffee with Jared from Audio Roast, actually. Yeah, just as.
Yeah, I already know about this one, so we'll share
just
one.
Just a smidge. This is one that it's not supposed to age in the bottle. Yeah, give me a little. I need to.
Oh, I was going to share this one with you because there's no way.
In every liquor rep that I've talked to, every sales manager, everyone has said, no. It doesn't get more aged just because the stick's in there. The stick has already expunged everything it's going to cycle through. Bullshit, right?
This was
so much spicier. Now, we have had this sitting here for years, literal years.
This was a oaky, very heavy cherry, high alcohol flavored whiskey to start with. Is that reasonable, accurate?
I mean, it was good.
Yeah, it was good. It was amazing. It was good.
I believe my main complaint with it was that I didn't like the price point. Because I felt like it was a cheater move to get to that like $50, $60 price point.
So we drank it down to about half.
I'm going to break you real quick. Jared from Audio Roast. Remember when Jared was down here? We cut like 4 episodes. I think 2 made it out because
there was some major problems with those episodes.
Yes.
I mean, they glitched in every way they could glitch. I mean, audio-wise, it was just a shitstorm, which we never have audio trouble on the actual episodes.
Yeah.
And I had a ton of upload problems with one of them.
Here's some of the tasting notes Jared has for us. Especially the real peaty one at the end that tasted like feet and numbing cream. Is that Asper cream?
Asper cream's right.
Yeah, that's the numbing. Yeah.
Feet and numbing cream. Yeah. So is that more like a texture thing, or
I'm trying to think of
whose foot? I was definitely going with whose foot. Maybe not. Okay.
No, I am trying to think of what we did. I think it was the Doers. We did the Doers 21.
We did a blind scotch with them that never. I guess we did make it. That's one of the 2 that made it up.
Yeah.
We did a blind scotch, and then we did we made a concoction where you brewed coffee.
That's right.
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that one didn't make it up.
The espresso martini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we did something else. But
I don't know.
anyways. Okay.
Time, you need to come back down so we can mess up the episodes again.
Yeah. So we stopped this at about 50%, set it on the shelf, and we probably didn't touch this, and I'm going to guess 2 years? Year and a half? Is that accurate?
That back end of that is bad.
It's pretty tanniny.
Wow.
Year and a half, 2 years?
I think 2 years, I think.
Okay.
Maybe
so
more.
roughly 2 years. And then randomly here a month or two ago, we
that is
randomly decided to just pull it down. It was just like, hey, let's try this and see if anything happened to it. And oh my God, it's like someone ground up an entire barn and dumped it down in here and then somehow dissolved the sawdust in it.
I think it's burning my tongue. I think my tongue is like hollowing out.
It is gotten oddly richer. Now, it has mellowed a little bit, I think, as far as the alcohol burn and stuff like that. It's still got that. The cherry notes is turning this light and airy.
That is
Almost to the point of vanilla coming through now. But then the wood has just absolutely taken over.
Yeah.
And I guess we should try the coffee one at some point and see if it's as.
But see, it's not. I guess because it's not aerated. Like this one's been sitting at a very low level for a long time.
That might be a thing too. I wonder how much has to do with maybe the stick sticking out of the water versus how much under where it's wicking.
Yeah,
and pulling stuff up. I wonder if that is a thing. What if it's wicking up there, leaching, and then running back down, and you're just pushing more of that stuff out of the wood, and the alcohol is on stick. I don't know if any of that's actually legit or can happen, but that's a theory I'm starting right now.
I like it.
Anyhow, that got us talking about the charring process and the aging process.
Well, because you ran across something super interesting.
Okay, so while I was at
Skull Splitter, right?
Skull Splitter, yeah, one of the things we went back and we started talking about was he's hiding. He's probably not even paying attention to us.
I mean,
he's looking at comments instead of looking at the.
I wouldn't pay attention to us, would you?
No, I mean, I'm drunk and you're fucked up. So. Anyways,
say anything, but it's just.
I don't know. You think we should say something to him?
Do you think he's like just fucking with us?
My arm's starting to hurt. I'll tell you that.
I think he's just fucking with us.
So we're talking to the guy up there again, or I'm talking to the guy up there again, and when we're back here looking at their still and stuff, he has these little cages sitting in the floor. It's like 12 by 12 by 36.
I don't. Uh-oh. Wow, a camera just went dead.
Well, you should have stopped talking with this one.
Oh yeah, that one went dead.
Well, whatever.
Oh, I think
hopefully this one doesn't.
Exhausting battery power, maybe. I can switch it real quick. Fresh battery.
We ain't got shit to show off, dude. I wouldn't worry about it.
But I'm gonna do it so you can switch to this one because this one might die.
Fair enough. Okay. So went back there and he had this little 12-inch, maybe it was more like 14 or 16. He has cage about that wide again, by about 36 inches tall. And he said, well, I was looking at it, I said, I don't understand what this is. And he said, you can't figure it out. And I said, no, I don't get it. And he said, it's a modular barrel. And I couldn't understand what he's talking about. And then he started saying, he goes, you know, the guy that invented those little spirals that go inside of these bottles? I was like, yeah. And he goes, it's the same guy that invented this thing. He goes, but it kind of was before his time. It didn't really take off. He goes, but I think there's still a hope for him. So what it is, it's a cage welded up with slots.
Well, they just lost their camera, so bear with me for 1 second. Did you get it back? I'm stalling everybody because I think they're having some camera problems. So, hey, everybody. We're here. That was something, Patrick. That was something. See, Lau got the messing with stuff and broke it. Now I have control of the show. Because their camera broke. Uh-oh. That's my, what in the green screen nightmare fuel rave is this camera? Well, I mean, that's the Tastebuds corner right there. I'm just photoshopped into it. Wait, are they back now? Oh.
Well, yeah, he got
I think
some
we're
audio
on.
source on. Yeah, I just turned this
Something's
on.
on. You got it? No.
But do you have
This
audio?
one's on all of a sudden.
Huh?
I think we have audio.
I just turned
Yeah.
this on. This one here.
You have audio.
Okay, thank you.
Something's on.
That was partially Lyle's fault. A lot Lyle's fault, actually. I come to think of it, just because he's the one that kept saying, "At least our camera ain't died." The product camera over here went dead, and Lyle thought he'd head it off by switching out the other camera, and everything died all at once.
Yep.
So,
It sure did.
fortunately, Lyle was already out of his seat by the time it died. So, there we go. I apologize. I was trying to get the camera to come up on my laptop over here so I could use it real quick, but I couldn't figure out how to add cameras to the stream because I've never run it before. So,
Hit the plus button.
oh, why didn't you just say hit a plus button? If I'd known that, I could have
I'm just getting a
added to the damn thing. Extra camera.
Yeah, it may not work for me. Who knows? That internal camera rear.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't have the front one though.
Well, that's what you got. You got the rear camera.
Oh, great.
There you go. Just stick the bottle.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, I guess I can do that, can I?
Yeah.
Which bottle was I looking at?
We can eat.
No, I already know. Okay.
We gotta figure it out. What's the mystery?
No, it's this one right here. I don't even know if Tyler can turn that one on. Okay, so this is what that thing looks like. I'm so sorry this is so broken up, guys. It's this char stick, and it goes inside that cage. And right around, this is the part here that fits inside the mold of it. And then right around this area is a gasket that sits in there, rubber gasket. You can kind of see where, let's see, I'm all backwards for myself. You can see where it was in there prior. And what they do is they snap them in there, and then they put the rubber gasket around it, and then they'll bolt it through from the outside to hold it. There you go. This is so hard backwards. To bolt it in through there, and that makes the liner of the inside of that basket. Then they fill it full of whiskey and start aging it. Well, then they have these chars. He said this one, by the way, he thought was a 2 to a 3. So he said he really felt like it was probably a 3. So I'd like to get a full set of those. But he said once these things was kind of in there, they would age their whiskey in them. And then when they was done, they'd pull this back out. And all they had to do was turn on change out these little staves instead of the whole barrel, which I thought was really neat. And he thinks that's probably going to be something that's going to continue to happen, is see a resurgence of those due to how hard it is to get barrels right now, which I thought was unreal. Anyhow, thought that was a pretty neat little thing.
Super neat.
I think it's really super cool. Then I guess whoever, if wants these afterwards, they could use them for throw it in a vat for
Scotch.
Scotch or different whiskey or a wine that they wanted to say was barrel aged. You've had a bourbon long enough, it'll work. Throw it in with them, maybe at breweries, stuff like that. So. All right. I think the only thing we had, I forgot to get them out when we had them sticks.
Well, let's talk about something else that's aged over there.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk about that shoulder.
Yeah, let's not talk about shoulder.
No, our last bottle over there that we haven't touched. Anyway. Not the last
I
bottle.
forgot about that one. I don't know why.
So
That's my bad.
we'll come back to this aging stick situation of Oak and Eden. Oh no, that one doesn't work anymore. It's gonna be your back camera. Hey, there it is. Yep. Desert Door So Tall. This one's aged in Garrison Brothers whiskey barrels. So,
You wanting some?
I am. That's mostly why I was asking for it. Yeah.
All right. So what does aging so tall have to do with a bourbon barrel?
I mean, not a whole lot, other than I wanted to drink it. But no, it's just thinking like when we're talking aging stuff, we have we have several whiskeys that are aged in wine barrels and port barrels, short sherry barrels.
I hate putting the lid back on this.
I was going to say, this is fascinating.
No, this thing does not want to come up and get there. And then when time you do get it on, now you've got the stupid paper in the way.
And to think there's beer with that same stopper.
Yeah, I've got some of those beers.
Some Grolsch. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, I just think it's interesting. This is aged in a whiskey barrel. I find it interesting, like reused barrels for different things. Because you wouldn't think it would impart that much flavor because it's already been swelled in. But I guess this is kind of the oak. All right, here's my tie-in. I guess that's the thing with the Oak and Eden Spire. You wouldn't think it would continue to age, right?
No, I'm hearing you.
Okay.
I just got hooked up on the conversation going on in chat, and I can't figure out where the looking like a hot pepper comes from.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't think that. I had no idea about that.
Hey, by the way, this is Tastebud Live reacts to chat. That's what we do now.
Is that going to be?
We don't make the comment. You make the comment. We respond to the comment, and that is the content, and that is our content.
What a fucking existential nightmare.
People just getting on there, just talking bullshit, and us going, "Do you believe they're talking about me like that? Holy shit!"
Okay.
I don't know what Tyler was talking about with the hot pepper thing, and I got totally enthralled in trying to figure it out. So, I also forgot what you talked. Oh yeah, barrel aging Soto. I don't know at what point you can. I mean, they have.
When is a barrel done?
I don't know because that's what I start saying. You have Blanco aged Reposado to less than a year, Añejo aged over a year. Which Reposado's aged at least, was it 3 months or 6 months, something like that. It has to be in a barrel for X amount of time at a minimum, 9, but then they can no more than up to 12 months. And then Añejo, is a year, and then extra Añejo is 2 years or more. So
no, 3 years.
Is it 3?
And the only reason I know this is because Don Julio 1942. Aged
2.5 years.
2.5 years. They're 6 months.
Okay, so I guess anything from 1 up to 3 is considered a 1 year old aged, a year aged whiskey, and then the over 3 years or 3 years or more would be extra Añejo. But then it could be, as far as I know, 10 years old and still just be considered an extra Añejo.
Yeah. So at what point is the barrel done?
I don't know. Because you've seen.
I feel like these spires are a good way to age stuff.
Right. But if a barrel is done at 10 years old, there's no more can be gained out of it. Why would you buy a 25-year-old whiskey? And I don't mean a 25-year-old bottle. I mean a whiskey aged for 25 years. There's got to be something to it. It's got to be more than just a short amount of time. I'm sure it's a very diminishing return. So.
Sorry. The comment section is cracking me up.
I don't want to look. If I go back to looking, I won't.
So Is there a whiskey that, or a spirit in general, that's been like, well, this was a port that was aged in a whiskey cask that was aged in a tequila cask?
I don't.
You know, like, is there a third?
I remember hearing that, and I thought that's bullshit.
It's like cattle. Like, how many crossbreeds do you go down before you start giving
port is just
provenance of
wine that's had brandy added into it and aged for a bit? It had nothing to do with this fucking cask. Now you can get Madeira cask port, which means it literally was put in Madeira port and aged at that port. So technically that had to do with its casking, but that had nothing.
Yeah.
That's more regional location than it had to do with anything about what they was doing. So
I'm pretty sure that these came from Rick. And I could be wrong.
Oh, I didn't. They are fire aged, ain't they?
They are.
I didn't realize it. Let me see what they're
Yeah, put those behind your
Tyler, if you can
camera and shove it.
I'll try to do that again. So this is who'd you talk about these? What are they?
So these, I don't even know if it's a brand.
Whiskey
Element Stick 2-pack. These are made in Portland, Oregon. There you go. Thank you.
There's no Orland. Not until after the show.
Trying to get the sticker off to see what the brand. Oh, it literally is called Whiskey Elements. I don't know if this is by the same. It can't be by the same wood people, right? That did our bottle opener.
No. This is either something I've bought or Rick has given us or sent to us.
Rick.
I just don't remember.
I think this is something that Rick did. Oh, but hey, this is a lot shorter than I thought. It says for 24 hours, stick one of these in for more smooth flavor. For 48 hours, smoother, fuller flavor. 72 hours for extra smooth and full body. So that leads me to believe that these need to be taken out, which would lend credence to my Okanagan theory that it's really awful after it's been sitting there forever, right? Oh, Roger has some good information. Oh, it's Tyler blew it up on screen and I did not see. Use the Spire in other bottles as an experiment. So far it's smoothed out, add more taste. So it continues to work.
Then why are they saying that those are gonna expire basically the time they hit the bottle, that they're not going to do, as it's all marketing, I guess, is kind of what
it's got to be, because that's every
time I hear somebody, it's all marketing. But if you're saying they're
I mean, surely they're not. I guess I hope in
so where did you hear that there was a life expectancy of how much it was going to do? Where did that come from?
Every person since this has happened, since this bottle has gotten so.
Oh, you mean general rule of thumb? All right, I understand.
Every person I've talked to that's selling it in multiple situations, they're like, oh, well, I mean, it should be just the same. It's not going to continue to age. I'm like, isn't that the whole point, that it ages in the bottle? So, because they don't stick the aging sticks in the barrels.
So that's kind of what I thought originally, was they was kind of promoting, hey, we can batch out more stuff early on in life, So a lot of times if you're opening a distillery, it's hard to sell whiskey. It's got to be or bourbon. It's could be aged for so long, 2 years, or even if you're just trying to get whiskey out the door, I think it's 18 months. Is that right?
Yeah,
something like that. Anyhow, it has to be in there so long before you can even sell it as a whiskey to begin with.
24.
Well, I guess it's not true. It could be whiskey as long as it's touched a barrel.
Yes.
So
yes.
So anyways, but you're going to have to give good to get good whiskey. You're going to have to let it sit in there for so long a time. So eventually, they're sitting on a big investment without being able to sell it, which is why everybody sells vodka and gin for a little bit, because they get it the door faster and open their doors.
Yep.
I'm wondering now if Okanagan, and I have no idea of their size when they started, was sitting on some extremely young whiskey that maybe they put a little coloring in to get it out the door. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. I ain't read the bottle, or I don't remember the bottle if I did read it. Maybe for whatever reason, they're trying to get their product out the door quicker and speed up that time. So
this was out of
they're going to let us pay for their aging time by dropping these aging sticks in there, getting it out the door faster, and then going, hey, you might want to set for a little bit and see where it goes. You look really surprised.
I do. What it says: finished in bottle, bottled by hand, and nowhere does it say distilled by anybody. It just says bottled by Sanctified Spirits in Louisville, Texas.
That was probably one of those big places in Indiana, maybe.
Is this an MGP product?
I would assume it is, but
so that's kind of what I believe our folks at Truman Reserve were doing, taking an MGP product and trying to like spice it up a little bit with whatever they decide to do that with. But yeah, do you think they were just not counting on people holding on to this bottle half empty for 3 years?
Well, no, I mean, yeah, that as well. But I also think they would count on the people to not open their bottle right off to begin with and go, oh, maybe I should let this age. Maybe is this a thing? Of course, while that might help you get it out the door quicker, that's probably a bad business plan.
Yeah,
wanting to sell something you want people to age right out the gate, which means they're not going to buy another bottle until they open the one they have in 10 years. Anyways, so I doubt anybody was planning on keeping this 3 years and trying it though. So
yeah,
it's pretty. As who commented that while ago that said
this one that they've used.
Yeah.
Spires.
Sorry, I guess that was the last comment.
I gotta tell you, I was curious whether that Spire would fit through the neck bottle, but I guess it had to at one point. So
why don't you drop another one in there? Does this one get even more? Or
do you want to drop another aging stick in there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wonder if you drop another one in there at this point. How is that?
I mean, we have two.
Oh, I don't like this one well enough to do it to. Plus, I would if it had a little more in it, I think I'd consider it.
I guess we need to probably take these aging sticks and put them in something, right?
We need to run a few tests. If we get a few more of those, because we can start with a vodka and see what happens. Throw one into vodka, throw one into bourbon.
No.
A young one, throw one in a little older bourbon, and throw two in a new
Blanco.
All right.
Throw one in a Blanco.
All right.
What does that do in terms of like reposado flavor? And I mean, I guess these are freshly charred. Right.
So putting this in a bottle, proportionally,
it's going to add a lot of smoke.
No, listen to me. If you put this in a bottle proportionally, you put your whiskey comes kind of. What does this stick equivalent to in relation to having however big a
surface area?
How much bigger a 50-gallon barrel is?
Yeah.
Would this be more of a concentrated dose of wood or less?
I would assume that would make every bottle-ish size comparable to a barrel, surface area wise.
But there's no way this can be more consistent in the flavor using.
I don't know. I'm stuck on like
because if you go normally, everybody goes up and grabs, even if it's the same tree. Yes. And puts the Spire in your deal. It may not be exactly the same bottle to bottle. It may vary a lot on the flavor and the taste of what your whiskey is. Someone that puts it in a barrel, you have the potential to blend how many ever tens to thousands of barrels you got to come up with a consistent flavor for your product. And I don't see how Oak and Eden or any place that uses an aging stick as a primary method ever gets that kind of consistency.
I think I want to try something. So, Roger, have you ever put a Spire from Oak and Eden?
Oh, he's going to interact with the audience. Holy shit, this could go terrible.
I know it's.
Well, that's not what you meant for trying something.
Hello.
All right, sorry. Go ahead, Roger.
Taking the Spire out of the Oak and Eden bottle, right, essentially makes it a barrel.
Bourbon barrel aged,
right?
Yeah.
So you would use this Spire or this barrel for Scotch or tequila or any number of other things, the Saltall we're drinking right now, that were aged in a whiskey barrel, right?
That is brilliant.
Okay, so if you took this bourbon and Spire, take the Spire out, dropped it in a Blanco tequila, could you age that for 12 months and have a
I don't think I do that to a tequila. I don't think you want a bourbon barrel aged tequila, would you?
Well, isn't that what they're aged in?
Oh, I don't know.
I
Are
think
they?
they're just oak aged in used bourbon casks. I thought.
I don't think they look dark enough to be.
Are they just straight?
I thought they was new.
Straight oak.
I bet they're new oak barrels.
Okay. Well, so surely we can find these, right? This one's
Of course,
brand
even a
new oak.
new oak, I would
This has
imagine
been-
it's probably charged to some level.
Or okay, let's move to the Scotch level. Could we take this and we could dump it in, say, Lismore or something?
Well, I mean, yeah, no, I'm
get
with you
more
on as far
oaky
as
age.
just putting this in anything. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I think it should be done. Don't know what, but
Okay. Roger, tell us what you've had success with. We may dip into some of that. So
I think if we especially find a few more of these, so we can get like a consistent across the board
you know,
test,
here's
we
the
can
kicker.
start something.
I think that these are the only two that were ever made, ever. Like, I don't think you can find aging.
So I
whiskey
definitely
sticks.
shouldn't just like go, I don't know, start making some on that pallet of
No, I
that
don't
trailer
think you
load of
should.
oak I've got sitting.
So no.
All right, man. What else we doing?
I think that's about it for us. We've got
No, I run out of product to show off over
we've
here.
got some new.
Tyler had to
new-
leave. We lost him as a producer, director, manager, whatever the fuck he is over there.
We've got some episodes.
Now we
coming
can
out.
talk
We've
shit
got,
about him. He can't hear us.
And that is true.
A while ago, he could hear us. We didn't know he was on. It's like, man, I'm glad we didn't say anything about
God,
Tyler.
Jesus. We have some Peruvian liquor. Is that right? Is it Peruvian? The Capel?
Oh, okay. I don't remember what it was. I
I
haven't
think
looked
we
up
have some
close.
of that coming up. Some interesting stuff. All right, Roger said. Oh, try it out. Oh. Huh.
So
Have you
you
had that? Because like I'm kind of Evan's one of those ones that I think
that'd
is
be a
just
good one to try stuff
fantastic.
on. It's just a
Yeah.
perfect middle of the road. So
Yeah.
you're saying you dried the stick that was in here before you, or assuming it was Oak and Eden or whatever, before you placed it in anything else, you dried it out, didn't put it in wet. So I assume that's just to help displace.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
I kind of want to do that. Huh.
Should we pick two right now?
No,
we can go get some other ones. and
no, let's just do them all at once. So everything has the same aging.
I just want to say.
Fucking child, dude. All right, whatever.
I think that's
other
about
than
it.
finishing my drink. Yeah,
We've got the studio's done. We didn't get to show that video because it seemed to be not working.
us
so-
too.
Which
Oh, I guess I can do chat. Comment.
oh, you know what? I wonder if I can. Hang on one second. I wonder if I can get that video up of the
tour.
tour.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. I think we're done, but as far as talking wise, but I think we're gonna spend just a second here seeing if we can make that video work. So I'll watch the comments, and if you guys that are on YouTube and Facebook can holler out. If not, I wouldn't worry about it. It's like I say, it's not that big of a deal.
I wonder if I can share.
On our end, it shows up like it's working, so I'm just trying to figure out why it won't go out on the stream.
I wonder. I guess I can. Let's try this. I wonder if I can do that. Whoa! Look at that craziness. I don't think that's
Inception
that's
bullshit
not
there.
working. Yeah, I'm sure there's a way, but I should have checked that out. Unless let me try one more thing. This might work. Hey, all right,
We can watch it because I've never seen it.
here we go. I think this should work. We'll see.
All right.
Can you guys see?
Let us know if you can see this and hear it.
Oh, Can't see, can't hear. Huh. How weird.
Oh, well, everybody can see what it looks like.
Maybe it's working. If it's not working, just we understand and take off. So informative. I like it. Sega. Gotta get that. Yeah, gotta get that moved on. Pull. There you go. Oh. What happened? Would you? You pulled the lever. It's a slot machine.
It wasn't working. I think that button's screwed up. I almost won. If I'd have maxed bet it, I would have won that bottom line.
This is a thorough tour.
Forgot to turn the R on air sign.
Oh, you revealed the secrets?
Because I had to get in.
That's fair. Totally fair. Oh, this room's so messy. Yeah, no, I think we know we're live. I'm just listening to Chris. Oh, I guess we could have done this live. Maybe that's what it means. I didn't think about that. Could have just voiceovered her instead of like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's a messy thing.
Yeah.
Yikes. Yikes. Is this what it feels like to see yourself on camera? Yeah. Hey. Well, quite a bit later, but. You gave away all the secrets, didn't you?
Look like I'm wearing a muumuu.
Yeah, they didn't work tonight. They never do. And you know what? They've stayed on.
They've done good.
They have
I have no
worked
complaints
all night.
about them.
Yeah. That didn't work.
My computer's no, it's working.
You could see all the comments?
Yeah.
Oh. Well.
See?
Oh. I like the news throw. That was cool. I didn't catch
It'd been
on
way
to that.
cooler if we were still doing anything. I was just watching to see if it works. Okay, whatever.
Oh, well, it's been a great couple of years of having donations sent to us, and these are the ones that are still on the shelf. Like, this is not a collector's shelf. We drink.
No.
We drink
There's
the
those.
shelf.
There's
so
lots of others for
this
sure.
just happens to be the donation bottles from distilleries that.
Most of
they're
this
still on
is in
there
the
right now.
last 6 or 8 months. A couple of them's a little further out, but
Yeah.
you know, like Samuel Burton. We've had them a while.
Yeah, what a nice, tasty drink that was. All
right.
That's it for tonight. We're going to do this again, hopefully at some point soon, and we'll just we'll keep getting better. They'll
Throw
be there.
up the gut over on the side so
Oh.
you can hang out with us for a minute.
Oh, like personally after
Yeah, if
After
he's
the
if he's
show.
where he can.
after the show. All right. Well, I guess that I know.
All right,
to-
for everyone else,
Well, here's the kicker.
what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I see a lot of stuff happening on that screen.
What's Patrick's email? Oh, there it is.
Try the one that says Patrick.
All right. If you're Patrick or you want to just hang out with us,
Or your Patrick's email.
I guess I could just throw the. Screw it. I'll just throw the link in there. If you want to join us
Oh yeah,
afterwards. If you want to
yeah,
join
that's
us
not a-
afterwards when we're not live and you just want to hang out on the back end and have a drink,
Yeah,
click
we're gonna
that link.
stop
will
recording now,
we'll
and
be
then
here for a little bit. But
anybody else who wants to hang out,
I think you click that link. I think you'll be good. Actually, we should probably wait till Patrick or somebody clicks it. Make sure it still works when it's live, right? It's probably fine.
yeah, well, that's what we thought when we started this deal today.
I'll shut up. All right. If you want to hang out, click the link where they're here or we're not.
Yeah, hey Patrick, if it doesn't work, text me.
See you guys.